Hello everybody! Did you react here today? We're to react to $10,000 every day you survive in the wilderness by MrBeast. I'm very curious to see how many days whoever's competing will survive in the wilderness, and yeah, without further ado, let's just hop right into this.
Just dropped these two strangers off in the middle of the wilderness.
Dang.
These two guys have never met each other in their entire lives. Every
Yep.
day the two of you survive in this wilderness, I'll give you $10,000.
Dang.
Money, man. We're here for the long run.
Hey, put
Yeah.
the camera down. Let's head out.
All right,
Here,
let's
follow
get
this video
moving.
to make you guys millionaires.
This is gonna be poor by the time we're out of here.
I'm Hayes.
Hayes, I'm Grizz. Nice to meet you, man.
Grizz?
Grizz and
All right,
Hayes.
You're gonna be my best friend for the next however long.
Now, these guys receive $10,000 every day, with the only limit being how long they can survive, which
I
theoretically
see.
means they could win unlimited money.
Dude, if we stay a year, we're both
I
multi-millionaires.
don't think they would stay here forever, but
survive the night.
I guess we should just set up camp here.
I imagine
For
they
the
could stay
rest
for a
of the night,
while.
They gathered wood and went through their supplies.
We've got approximately 5 days worth of food, two things of water.
Looks like a change of clothes, some warm jackets, and
see.
boom, fire starter.
Let's see if we can
Cool.
get a fire going.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go!
We are good.
Let's make beds out of pine needles. Won't be comfortable, but at least we won't freeze to death tonight.
Alrighty.
We're alive.
Day 2.
One
And in the
day
morning, I showed up to
down.
give them their first $10,000. Boys, how was the first night? It's cold. It's been 24 hours, and I didn't walk over with 10 grand. You're not gonna ask?
Yeah, I guess we should, right? Yeah.
Okay, just look up.
Oh,
What?
my.
What? They're dropping it.
24 hours, we're to drop $10,000 out of a plane for you guys. There's $10,000.
The money's playing Fortnite.
Catch it, don't catch it.
Only with a plane instead of a bus.
Crazy.
Bro, we're gonna be so rich by the end of this video.
And on top of that money, this is your flare gun.
Oh.
Shoot it up in the air. The challenge ends for the both of you. And you walk
Okay.
away with the money you've won.
So how long should we stay out here?
$6 million for the year is crazy.
All right, the plan is officially a year. We're gonna split this in two.
Okay.
You get this,
Yes.
I get this.
Now we can't screw each other
Oh.
over.
But later in this video,
All
that
right.
plan doesn't exactly work.
All right, I feel bad, but I need to steal that flare gun.
I just
Oh.
gotta shoot this thing, and I get to be a dad again.
If you fire that flare, I literally
Oh, man.
think I'm gonna kill you.
Oh.
You ready to get rich?
Absolutely.
By day 3,
This is
you
gonna
could
be
say
intense.
the boys were pretty tired of sleeping on the ground. So after another 10 grand, they started work on building their shelter.
Gonna use my jacket to gather pine needles and layer them on the shelter.
All right, I found this metal piece from a kid's swing set, and I think it's gonna work great for the roof of our shelter.
Layer
Okay.
one on. Boom! Here's a section that we're working on. You can see it's got some structural poles. We get to use the parachutes and the cord, so we're gonna make a rain cover on our shelter.
Everyone thinks probably that I'll be the reason we leave and fail this challenge. But this money would mean college for the kids.
And then on day 4, they
mean, that's nice
started
to think
looking
about.
for a water source.
Oh, there's a swamp.
I would feel safe boiling that.
Yeah, we gotta be careful because that stuff is full of bacteria and parasites.
Dang. They gotta get out all the germs.
Just a touch of the swamp.
All right, we're going to bed.
Hopefully, Grizz snuggles up because it's cold and he's big and warm.
This is like the third day in a row that we've gotten 2 hours of sleep. It's been so cold. If it rained right now, we'd probably have to go to the hospital.
But I'd do it for
Oh,
$10,000.
man.
And it wasn't just the freezing temperatures that were getting to them.
We're at the end of our supplies.
Grizz
Oh,
likes
that's
to
not
call
good.
it a fast, which sounds so much nicer than
Huh.
starving.
And for the next few days, the hunger problem didn't get any easier.
We had a
Oh, boy.
little square
They're
of
running
beef
low.
jerky this morning. That's it. Jimmy gave us 5 days worth of food.
And it's day 9 right now. These are greenbrier leaves. Grizz says they're edible, I guess.
It
Just
was
think of
clear
it like
at
eating a
this point
salad.
That the boys were extremely hungry. But lucky for them, I had a surprise waiting for them on day 10. They've officially survived 10 days.
Nice.
Here's your briefcase.
Yeah.
And don't leave. This is where the challenge gets interesting.
What?
Bring in the helicopter.
Oh, man. I'm nervous, dude.
What's gonna happen?
Oh, my God.
Is that a crate?
That I'm excited about. Uh-huh.
To celebrate day
What's
10,
in the crate?
we have your first offer. I can tell you guys are tired of eating leaves. So I brought you guys an additional 10 days worth of food, spices, 2 tarps, and everything you would need to fish. All of this for $50,000 of your prize.
Oh,
Want some beef
man.
jerky? Yes. Don't eat it yet. These beans look
So
good.
50,000
Oh,
to have another 10 days of
We're
food.
gonna give you
And the
space.
stuff
I'll be back
needed
in 10
to
minutes.
make more
He's not
food.
kidding. Like, this is literally all the things we would need to fish. 50 grand.
50 grand.
If they don't take this deal, I mean, they're kind of stupid. 10 days worth of food means they make 100 grand, and they only have to pay 50 grand for it. I'm doing them a favor.
Should we talk to him now?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I feel like it's a fair
All right,
trade.
Jimmy.
If you make a decision in the next 60 seconds, I'll throw in 2 feasible bars.
Yes. Let's do it.
I
Okay.
said 59 more seconds, but okay. Here, I'll put that in the pile of food. Thank you for the 50 grand.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy
They're
the
down to
food.
40 grand,
Oh,
but
by the way,
that's
you
still
also get
40
to
grand.
with it.
Cool. That's a little bit of extra
I
firewood.
had to say yes to, but that week of food literally cost as much as my kids' college tuition.
Oh man.
Bro, I still
Hey!
this money falls out of the sky.
The food from the crate will feed them for 10 days. But if they want to survive out here for a year,
All right, the plan is officially a year.
they'll still need to find more food in the wilderness.
I imagine so.
Wondering, why have they not caught fish? Well, the swamp nearby has no fish in it. What we
I
really
imagine
need
it
is
when
living
it's a
water
swamp.
that we can fish
I mean, there's
Well,
are
Reese
fish in
was
swamps
rambling
sometimes,
on about his
but
kids.
I don't know how many are
Very well
good to
either,
eat.
so-
This happened.
I think being
As someone who doesn't fish, I don't know if I can really say anything.
What is this?
What?
This is a creek. This is not a swamp. This is actually moving water.
Does that mean fish could be
There's
here?
fish in here. Dude, look at this. It's like a
Let's go!
This is the perfect place for food and shelter.
And after another few days full of a surprise freezing rainstorm,
Oh man.
At least now we have $100,000.
they decided
Yeah.
to move and upgrade their shelter near their newfound water source.
Let's go.
How are you always up earlier?
We're gathering up a bunch of dead trees we can use for our
Does he go to
structure.
bed earlier?
And then we balance them together.
He goes to bed
into
earlier,
an
that's-
A-frame shape and cut the trees
Maybe might help
rightly.
with that. But yeah, anyways. Oh! Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm glad I broke your fall.
All right, so maybe they had a bit of a false start. But once they got the structure back up, they spent the entire next day putting their finishing touches
Oh,
on their
jeez.
shelter. They even built a fishing dock to help them catch more food.
Dock's done.
That's
Pleasantly
cool.
surprised. And now all we got to do is catch a fish,
How hard can it be?
Yeah.
right?
And as
It
good
could
as
be
this
pretty
was,
easy. You never
without
know.
Sleeping bags, the winter night was still unforgiving.
Oh jeez.
Cold night. Cold toes, cold feet. No sleeping bag.
I
I
imagine
knew what
Jimmy
my next
would
offer
pop
was.
up with
It's
some
day
more
20 and they moved
stuff
super
and be like,
deep in
"Hey,
the
here's some
woods, so now
sleeping
we have to
bags
get
for like
there by boat.
$30,000."
In the distance?
What'd you say?
Is that a boat?
Any minute now when we find them,
Huh.
I've got a fun offer for them. How's it going, boys?
Hey, guys. What's going
Oh
on?
boy.
2 things.
What's the
First,
next offer?
The plane needed maintenance, so I'm delivering this by hand.
Cool.
$10,000, which puts you guys at $140,000.
That's a lot of money.
We have an offer for you. Ooh. Reveal your offer. Just go ahead and take it off. Here it is.
Oh
You can either give
jeez.
me $10,000 for that red sleeping bag, or give me $50,000 and you get both sleeping bags.
What?
So either one person gets one or both of them get one.
Take it out?
Yeah, we should look at it.
Yeah, check them out.
Hang on, I just gotta
Oh
do
man.
this.
These are the same sleeping bags we used in Antarctica. They work very
I
well.
see.
Just the weather forecast is going to get pretty cold next
Oh,
week. So
man.
highly recommend you at least buy one.
When we started
Yeah.
this thing out, we were in the 20s without anything. We've adapted to it. We have bedding, we have pine straw. We're doing pretty well in these low temperatures. I would love to have a sleeping bag, but $50,000 is.
I sleep closer to Grizz than I do my wife. So I'm not even kidding.
You're actually going to say no to both.
Oh man.
It's a really cold night.
At least the one.
Yeah, so I think it's final. We don't want it.
Yeah, agreed.
Wow. Now
I would
you
take
got
at least
a
the
sleeping
one.
bag. All right, boys, close it up. Sure, the boys could survive without sleeping bags, but that didn't solve their food
I imagine it's
problem.
gonna make it a
In
bit
between
rough.
sitting out rainy days, the boys got into a bit of a routine where they would boil water, work on their shelter, and try to catch fish, which wasn't really working out for them.
We got some guts for bait. We're gonna cast them out, and hopefully the fish come up off the bottom of the creek.
Day
I hope so.
after day of failing to catch any fish,
Aw.
the lines, see if any catfish are on.
they finally caught a
jeez.
wind in their sails.
Oh. Food!
Or whatever that abomination
Oh.
to Mother Nature was.
That's an eel.
Can I eat it? First fish.
I thought that was an eel.
And
Yeah,
I
it is
think
an
I'm
eel.
gonna charcoal grill it. We're gonna have ourselves
Okay.
some American-style unagi.
This is the first
Okay.
thing that we've caught out here in 27 days, which is insane. We're happy to have it, and we're gonna make it delicious.
I don't know if this is what I would call delicious, but the fact
Looks
that they
kinda
haven't
good.
had a fresh meal in almost 30 days means even a rock would taste good to them at this point.
It's excellent.
It's so good. It's really
Oh,
it's
man.
just, like amazingly good.
If we keep catching fish like this, we can easily stay for a year, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Nice.
$1.6 million.
Good night. And on day 28, they started constructing their raised bed system in their new shelter.
So it's gonna be
Okay.
two tripods, 1, 2, side rails going down, slats across, and then a nice pine needle mattress made out of parachutes.
And after seeing
I
their new
see.
shelter become more and more comfortable, I was starting to get worried that I was gonna have to pay these guys millions of dollars.
The only regret that
I don't think they'll make it the full year,
bunk beds.
but
That's honestly an L.
They were betting everything
I'm sure they'll
on
make it
their
decently
new
far.
shelter being right next to this creek. But that may have been a huge mistake because they
Oh.
couldn't catch another eel to save their lives.
oh man.
Snapped it.
At this point, I've spent more time in the wilderness than I have with my newborn son.
Oh
I also have
dang.
a 2-year-old with my wife alone. How do you explain to a 2-year-old that daddy's gonna be gone and he won't talk to you and he won't call you and he won't see
Oh
you?
man.
Say they were ranking us.
That's rough.
What would be something that you would actually buy?
We spend a lot of time out here trying to get firewood. You know, having firewood dropped off would be really nice. I'd probably pay $10,000 for that.
We are literally
see.
in the middle of the forest. I couldn't tell you where we are anymore. All right. How's it going, boys?
Doing great, man. How are you?
As a reward for surviving an entire month, I brought you a store.
Okay.
You
Let's
see,
go.
We went through all of your vlog footage, and we wrote down everything you've asked for, such as firewood,
I
a
just
shovel,
see
cooking
some
supplies,
games.
bedding, and even books and board games. It's like a dollar store, but everything costs 10 grand.
Aw, the
This
10
is your
grand
store?
store.
Feel free to shop.
We've won 240 grand. Might as well check it out.
What are these? Those are mosquito nets. Oh, we'll use parachutes. We don't need those.
What about the hammock?
I like the hammocks, but you know, we haven't tried making them out of parachutes yet.
All right, guys, answer this.
They're using
Not
parachutes for
making a
everything.
A lot.
All right, well, do you guys want the firewood?
How much
So,
wood?
That's the wood you get.
If it came with unlimited wood, I would buy it.
I offered
Huh.
them literally everything they could possibly need here, and they still weren't interested. I was
Dang.
beginning to think these two were secretly Navy SEAls or something. Nobody's gonna buy literally anything. You
Oh,
make
wow.
10 grand a day. What's another 10 grand?
I gotta say no.
All right.
Oh man.
In a million years.
In a
would
shocking
not
turn of
have
events.
thought They would say no to everything. Next time, I'm gonna convince you two to spend money.
We're looking forward to
Yeah, man. Hey, Jimmy.
Man.
Here he goes.
In his
All I needed was the food.
Stop right here. I have a special surprise for all of you. Nolan, what does this look like?
A lot of phones.
1,000 phones to be exact. Because over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
Dang, I'm
I
already
literally
subscribed.
spent over $1 million on these phones, and I'm giving them away to you. All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe. It's literally free. I just want you to know I appreciate everything you guys have been doing for the channel. It means the world to me. Subscribe, win one of these phones. Let's go. And so they continue without
Interesting.
any of the tools
Anyways,
in my offer. But
time
go
to see
figure,
where this
for the
goes.
next few days, they weren't able to catch any fish. And even though the money kept coming, they were running out of food and time to catch it quickly.
Ah,
I am
jeez.
on the last belt loop. I think that we have maybe 2 days worth of food left.
That's not good. Without a boat,
I
this
don't think they'll
creek
make it
is
the full
not
year.
Productive. We gotta go to that river. If I can get to that river and the fishing is good, that'll turn all this around.
And with their rations running dangerously low, their only
Oh,
hope
man.
at getting food was to travel through the swamp to the river on the other side in hopes of catching some fish.
I hope they
It's
catch
risky
some fish.
wasting all these calories, but I have to do it if we're gonna make it any further.
But after a grueling hike, Hayes finally found what he was looking for.
Oh my God! Woo!
Let's go.
Look at
You
that.
found it.
It's the river! Is that not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen?
I mean, it'll help.
Finding this river is probably the difference between us making our goal and us tapping out early.
Fortunately, he had a secret weapon.
Grizz and I made
What?
our own fishing pole, and this is
Oh.
gonna make catching fish easy.
Nice. Oh.
With Hayes'
Oh,
makeshift
that
fishing
failed.
pole immediately breaking, he was going to have to use his hands, and he spent hours trying.
Oh man. Hey! Oh no!
Couldn't catch any fish without immediately dropping them. The calories
Oh,
burned
man.
coming here would have been for nothing. But just when he was ready to give up,
This one's gonna be it.
Oh.
Yeah! Holy moly!
There's one!
Yes, I told you it was that one!
and the luck
Oh,
didn't
let's
stop
go!
there.
I cannot wait to bring this back to Grizz. He's gonna
Let's go! Yes!
be eating tonight.
Let's go!
Right, that's
That's awesome.
Feels like this is our first real food in ages.
But in the meantime, I
That's
was preparing
nice.
an offer that I know they couldn't refuse.
Oh,
It's day
man.
40, they've made over $250 million, and I have an
That's a lot of
incredibly
money.
special offer for them. For $10,000, and I think you're really gonna like this. You both can see your wives. In fact,
Oh.
they're watching right now.
Oh my God.
I mean, go for it.
I can't let down my kid.
I know, I can't lay down my wife. Okay, Jimmy.
Okay. I mean, it's only 10 grand. You get to see your family. I'd say that's an awesome deal.
I smell so bad. Oh.
As nice as it was to
Aw.
see their families, the visit was also bittersweet because there's one big question on everyone's mind.
How long do you want us to stay?
I want you home now.
Oh.
Like, I do.
Oh.
I know you want me home, but do you need me home?
Yes, she needs you.
Oh.
Yes, you need to bond with your son.
I don't care what the other guy says.
Oh,
He
dang.
made enough money. I need you home.
Oh, man, the drama.
That conversation was so difficult for me. Even so, yesterday was a really good day. It had all of the things.
I mean,
that
you already
love.
made your money
My
back.
family, my wife, my kids, my buddy Grizz. That was like a really huge gift. Oh, they're gone now.
To hold her
You're starting to
and know that
debate
she
it?
was safe, it really has changed the way that I'm viewing this entire challenge. Knowing I have my wife's support, I want to stay until I have $1 million.
And after some
Okay.
much-needed family time, Hayes and Grizz were much happier than I'd ever seen them.
That's nice.
He's in Grizz.
There we go. And they're making a lot of money.
Smoke some fish. Look at that. This is perfect.
Oh,
Even
man.
when something happened that would have totally drained them before,
400,000.
Oh.
they didn't even seem to mind.
It looks like someone had a gender reveal, and the gender was just money.
Even though their spirits were high, there was still a problem they needed to solve. In order to get to the river to fish, they would first need to trudge through this giant swamp. But
Oh,
if they had a
jeez.
boat, they would easily be able to float down
Oh,
the
is he
creek to
gonna
the
put
river.
up the
I
boat?
am building a
For
boat.
offer.
The idea is to create a frame with
For-
sticks
yeah, for
and
an
then
offer.
attach our tarp so the whole thing can float.
Not feeling super
Hmm.
confident in the boat build.
If we can get down to fish without having to tromp through a whole swamp, it's worth the risk. Time for the first sea trial of my beautiful ship.
I don't think
goes.
it'll work, but if it does, oh, I stand corrected.
And this is pretty ironic.
I stand very
considering
corrected.
The offer I was about to bring them. It's day 50. Let's see how they're doing. Hey, bro, you guys have a village now. Are you serious? You built a boat?
Yeah, man.
You're
Nice.
telling me this thing can actually float?
You want to try it?
Yeah. I don't- oh my
Okay.
gosh, it actually works. He built a
Let's
freaking
go.
boat in the woods.
He built a
Now that
boat
I'm
out
aware
of
that,
mostly
this
parachute
changes a lot of
parts.
things. It's actually insane that you two built a boat yesterday because I brought the two of you a boat
Oh.
with the Zaxby's restaurant.
Gosh, this is so cool, Jimmy.
Before I present the offer, I want to make sure you're in a really good state
Oh,
of mind.
man.
This is our brand new MrBeast box, which are now live at every single Zaxby's across America.
Oh, dang.
Oh my God, that is so good.
Now that you guys have gotten your meals, your day 50 offer is for 50 grand. You can have this boat.
We don't have a motor. We don't have any way to get this thing around.
Just use sticks.
Oh Lord, I don't know.
Since you weirdly built the boat
Oh,
the day
man.
before, I'll give you a discount. We'll make it $40,000.
My answer is I
Oh,
love the
man.
ship I made. I trust it with my life. So I'm going to leave it up to Grizz.
For $40,000, I'm gonna pass on the boat.
I mean, you guys already have a
Use
boat,
death
so.
trap instead.
If that sinks and you have to quit, I
We
tried.
appreciate the food. That was lovely. Bye, Jimmy.
I'll see you next time.
So
Okay.
the ship saved us $40,000.
Still a death trap.
Hey.
Man, when we first started,
I mean,
this
if you
thing,
guys make
it
it
was
$500,000,
dead
I feel like that's
Remember how
already
cold it was?
a good
Now
deal.
everything is so nice and warm.
And spring was now in full bloom, and they were looking pretty comfortable.
There's a lot of flowers here. I can't say that I mind it.
What is today, 51?
I don't know. I lost track.
I hear an airplane coming in.
There it
Going straight at
is.
us.
This briefcase puts us at $440,000.
Let's go.
To build the Hayes and Grizzle love seat.
80%
Just survive 6 more days, you'll
of the
hit
work down
half
here
a
is
grand.
still my business.
This case. No, I don't want Katie to work 24-hour shifts
Well,
anymore.
you know,
This
half
one's gonna
$500,000.
do so
I
much.
don't know. I said
But
completely
while
wrong.
the
That's half a
warmer
grand.
weather was nice, it presented new
It's
problems
$500,000.
like snakes
Don't want to get bit by that.
Oh, man. Oh.
and rats.
Oh.
Every night. And it wasn't long until the lack of sleep started to make them irritable.
Looks like Hayes is struggling to
Oh,
get
they
rid.
passed the
Hayes,
halfway
do you
point.
need my help?
What does it look like? You want to paddle up river into the wind?
Hayes, why don't you go get those fishing lines fixed?
You know what? You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
He is angry.
I
Check
imagine.
those lines while you're over there?
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know, I was just asking.
Thank you for telling me to do what I'm already doing once again.
Oh, they're starting to get a bit
Keep in mind,
irritated.
at this point, Hayes and Grizz were very close friends. But Hayes had reached the end of his rope, and the jokes just weren't hitting the same anymore.
Grace's idea about how this would unwind is not working, obviously, because it's a stupid idea.
Hayes, I'm sorry, buddy. I did not know I was actually pissing you off. I did not know that you were actually upset.
It's all right.
Oh man.
And so, feeling frustrated,
Oh,
Hayes
jeez.
turned off his camera and paddled downriver, where he set up his camp until the next day.
Hayes has set sail.
Oh.
I think he may have run away. I'll certainly be thinking about him. I
The
know it's
water
supposed
went
to
up
be
and down
cold
there for a
at
second.
night. He's not back in a couple days, so I'm gonna have to go looking for him. Let's do something to cheer him up. So we got a huge board over here that was left by Jimmy at the last Beast drop, and I'm gonna repurpose it into a table with some of our cases. This it's actually pretty sturdy.
And when
Nice.
Hayes returned home, he was not empty-handed.
Sounds like Hayes has returned from his great adventure.
What did he get?
Nice.
Hey!
Oh, those are sea trout.
I'm pretty wiped out.
Mind if I
Oh jeez.
take a minute?
No, man, do your thing.
Chris,
Yeah, buddy.
what's this?
It's our table.
We have a table?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
You worked on the table while you were gone.
I figured that'd perk him up a little bit.
This is a $100,000 table, Grizz.
Welcome back, buddy.
Feels good to be home.
Come on.
With their survival
nice.
needs met and their friendship restored, one question still remained. How long will they stay?
I have no
We
idea.
have a serious conversation.
Yeah.
The end. Honestly, I'd have been done 5 days ago.
Maybe push like an extra week. I mean, hell, that's a $35,000 each.
If I pulled that flare on day 70, how would you feel?
I would feel really let down and lied to. I propose at day 70, we have a conversation, decide if we're gonna push further.
That's fair.
I promised Grizz that I would stay longer.
For him, but I'm not happy about it.
I imagine you miss your family.
Morning, guys. So, Hayes has been a little upset. I'm seeing it. He's keeping to himself, you know, so I'm a little worried about him.
Spoken to Grizz about it. He wants me to stay longer. He's kind of pushing me to stay longer, stay longer. At some point, I gotta stop being wilderness guy and go be dad.
Another day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, no. I knew that was gonna happen.
There we go. Day 70.
No.
It's time.
Hayes going to
Time for
check
that conversation.
out the case that is dropped from the sky.
Day 70.
I'm gonna see if Grizz is good being done today. See what he says.
What are we gonna do with all this money?
Kind of want to talk to you about that.
Kind of ready to hit the flare.
Oh dang.
What do you think about that?
I want to stay longer. I know that you've got to pull away from this thing with family.
I know. We've talked about it 1,000 times. I just want to know how you feel about it today. Yes or no?
Can you go one more day? Give yourself 24 hours just to kind of feel it
I
out.
thought a lot about it, but if you want to go another day, let's go another day.
How's it going, boys?
Oh
All right,
jeez.
buddy.
Good. Let's go on a little walkie walk. We can go over here. Let's say
This
Hayes
is
isn't
rough.
part of the equation.
Yeah.
How many more days do you think you could survive out here?
Let's call it 45 days would probably be as far as I'd go.
How many do you think he has left in the tank?
Not
He
much.
talks about it every day.
How often do you think about shooting the flare?
Every day.
What stops
Oh
you?
man.
At this stage, Grizz, he wants to make $1 million, and it's hard to say no to that.
I have an obligation to him too, but it's starting to go.
I imagine you miss your
towards
family.
Yeah.
When you do shoot that flare, that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, last night?
I call it quits at this point.
I don't want to disappoint Grizz, but I think I'm done. Thought it would be cool to come back here.
To our first camp, where I was shoulder to shoulder with Grizz every single night.
And after that, it was like, all right, dude, we're brothers now. I expected to walk away with a lot of money, but I didn't expect to walk away with like
A friend for life,
Dang.
and that's so meaningful to me.
I kind of got to think about what's right for me and my family.
Hayes got so desperate that he literally went into Grizz's bag and
Oh,
stole
dang.
the flare gun, even though it was his idea to separate it into two parts.
Oh boy.
At this point, all I have to do is shoot this thing, and I get to be a dad again, you know?
I know this thing is very challenging. What we're doing out here is not easy. I really truly do believe that you're doing what's right for your family.
I disagree.
You're providing for them in a way that's going to change their lives.
Now it's gone the other way. Now it's, I think I need to be there.
I think that you've been really upset and you've been
Oh,
missing
man.
your family really bad.
This is rough,
like-
but I think he'll probably do
The
it.
money doesn't matter.
Spiraled through
The money
this
doesn't.
thing.
The money doesn't matter to me anymore. And really, the only thing that's keeping me here is you. And I'm sick of it.
Yeah. My family needs me too, you know.
And you're very good at, you know, manipulating me.
Oh, dang. I'd say just push through the rest of today and then do it tomorrow morning after the money's dropped.
Convince Hayes to continue surviving in these woods for more and more money, or be there for his friend when he needed him the most.
I can't imagine having gone through this experience with anyone else.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
I really do, like, I genuinely think of you like a brother. You know, I'm sorry that I've just pushed you on and on and on.
I just don't want to let you down.
You're not letting me down.
Yeah, I am.
Brothers don't let each other down. This is the way it is.
Oh, man.
Everything.
Oh,
Everything's
oh,
gotta come to an end
jeez.
sometime. Let me see that flare. I owe you this, and to be honest with you, I'm sorry that it's taken so long. I think it's time for us to do this thing, buddy.
Well, there we go.
I love you, buddy.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez.
You smell bad.
I think they shot. No, you take that one. Let's go check in on him. Rich! Rich! Boys.
Hey, Jimmy.
Oh my God. When we dropped them off, this is what they looked like. And here's them 74 days later.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, they look crazy.
These woods in 74 days.
Dude, I'm so ready.
One final surprise.
It's time to head home and meet your families. They're here. Yeah. I mean, they made a lot of money.
4 days, they've won $670,000. And in case you forgot, we're giving away 1,000 Samsung phones.
Oh, jeez. That was an emotional roller coaster at times, but overall, I very much enjoyed that, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy they got the money and that they became brothers by the end. It was nice, and yeah. That's all I have to say, and thank you all for watching. If you're new to the JG React channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be reaction fast to the channel, and I will see you all around. Peace!